Hi everyone, today I will be talking about how we can read a paper very efficiently and fast. So I got two papers in front of me. So whenever you are searching for a paper, you will find out different types of papers. So some papers would be review paper, and some of them would not be a review paper. In this paper I will specifically talk on this paper, but I just wanted to show you that the paper could be in a different approach. Some people can just write a paper just to review it. That's also a research paper. So let us discuss in this paper's prospect. So what researcher, how can you start reading the paper? First of all, what we do is we just try to figure out the name of the paper. So they are saying deep learning based face beauty prediction via dynamic robust losses and ensemble regression. What I can understand from this title is that they are using dynamic robust loss and ensemble regression to predict face beauty. So this bit is basically the method they are using, and their aim is face beauty prediction. So they are trying, this is their aim, and the method is basically dynamic robust losses and ensemble regression. Deep learning is also a method. This is the broader aspects of dynamic robust loss. So here in the title you get to know what are their method they have used, what are their aim to do. Sometimes you can get the results on the title as well. After identifying the title, we go to I mostly go to the researcher. Who are they, where are they from? So I know there are three researchers, and I can see it is a collaborative work, and when I see a collaborative work I believe it will be a good one, because there are researchers from China, researcher from Italy, Spain, researcher from France. So I believe it's a very good paper, and it is also from Elsevier. So this is also an important part which gives me a good vibe of that paper. Now I will read just the abstract before I will read down the abstract. On the abstract you will find out lots of things. You can grasp a lot of ideas what they are trying to find out, why this paper they are trying to write, why is this paper has been written, what is the background of writing the paper, maybe what they have find the gap into the literature, and what are they trying to fill out. So mostly on abstract there would be an introduction. So for example in this bit they are trying to find out, they are trying to say, so if I said these two lines until here in this until here actually, so it is saying the background, what they want to do, what's their aim, and they are also giving their proposed methods. So from proposed method is, first they propose three methods, first one, second one, and the third one. So where is the third one? Yeah, third one. So from here until this bit what they are proposing to write on, and in this bit our approach is evaluated. So from here until here it is about the results, what they get from, and this is the this bit is method, the aims, what they're aiming for, what they're proposing, and at the end they also said what methods they have used. After knowing the abstract, knowing the method they're using, their results, their conclusion, at the end it's the conclusion, I will go for keywords. What are the keywords they have used? Facial beauty prediction, CNN, deep learning, ensemble regression, robust loss function. So if I think that this resembles my research, and I think that okay, all of what they are doing it aligned with my research, I will go further. Before even going for introduction, I will try to go at the very end, find out the conclusion. Yeah, so I will go to the conclusion and I will read the conclusion. In the conclusion will give me the quick summary of what they have done. how the paper fits into the literature, how the paper fits into my research space, or probably in the research space as an overall. You will see multiple things in it. What are the aspects, what are the case studies they have taken. So everything you will find out from this conclusion. And also results. You can see they have done a good results here. They have provided some results in the conclusion. In some paper, if you think that after reading the conclusion and the introduction you want to find out the research gap for your own self, find future work, but not all paper will have future work. For instance, if we think that this paper is aligned with my research, now I will go to the introduction and I will read the introduction. Just first paragraph I will read. So if I go to the first paragraph, so this first paragraph from here until this bit, it will give me the general background, maybe the hypothesis of their intention to work, maybe the little bit of the summary, little bit of the background, and what their hypothesis is. And at the very last the paragraph of the introduction will give me how this paper is structured, flow of the structure of this paper. Maybe they might also tell about, you can understand from the last paragraph about the unique contribution. They might say their unique contribution as well in introduction. Sometimes they say in the conclusion and sometimes in the introduction. So it's about researchers' approach, how they're saying, how they're structuring their paper. If I think that I want to read this paper more, I will definitely go to methodology. When I will go to the methodology, I will not go to in detail methodology. I will just try to see the subheadings, so their approach, what they're doing. I will briefly go through those ones, and then I will definitely go to later on I might go to the results if they are having a results section. Sometimes the results section is under the methodology subheading, so if it is under the subheading, I will go, and so here they are having in a different heading which is saying performance and evaluation. So they're trying to evaluate their results in a different manner, and the experiment and setup. This is very important. What are the setup they have used for experimental purpose? Unless you are trying to replicate what a paper have done, you don't need to read the results or methodology. If I want to do the exact method they are doing, but little bit twisting or tuning something, bits and pieces here and there, then I will read methodology and result very properly. Sometimes in the papers they might give some limitation. In this paper I can't see the limitation here. Yeah, it doesn't have any limitations. I don't see a limitation. Should be just after the conclusion or before the conclusion. So I can't see any limitation. In the limitation section we can understand what their flaws are, what are the challenges they have faced, and sometimes they also mention what they have missed, and they give the opportunity for other researchers to study in future. And in future recommendation you can find out some gaps from the recommendation, future recommendation. In this paper I don't see any recommendation they have included, but sometimes you will find out a recommendation as well. From the recommendation you can get an own gap for your own research. And one very important thing I just wanted to say before I finish is that sometime while reading through paper you will find in lots of places that the researcher is mentioning according to this reference. So if you find out that the reference they are trying to mention is very important and you think that it is aligned with your research, maybe you are thinking to read this paper. So go, for example, they are saying in 21 Lin et al. Propose R3 CNN architecture. So probably I want to learn about R3 CNN architecture. I will obviously go to number 12. Yeah, so I will definitely go through to this paper and find out this paper to read further. And that's all pretty much actually. So this is how you read the paper very quickly in like 15 to 20 minutes. We download multiple papers based on my research, and then we filter out which paper I want to read further and which paper we just need to read and skim through. And thank you very much for watching the video.